Everybody, Thomas here. Today we are cutting up cedar post. Annie and Lucy think that there's a mouse somewhere in my sawmill, so they've been driving me nuts. And there is a mouse in one of these crossmembers here, and they're just kind of driving me nuts. And I gotta be careful because they'll try to jump up, and I don't want them doing that while I'm cutting. So yeah, probably have to put them up while I'm cutting this. But we are cutting up. We need 4 cedar 6x6 posts at I believe like a 9-ish foot. I can't remember the exact thing, but I cut each of these I think around 10 foot, so all good. These came out of Tennessee out of a recent storm we had up there. These actually blew down. I think Molly smells something too. Yeah. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and cut these up into 6x6. This should be a quick job. We get some 1-bys and stuff off of it as well, and it should be pretty. We have some more storms coming in this afternoon. I'm tired of the storms, but we'll get this job done, and then we're going to do some Easter egg hunting stuff with the kids, and Easter is tomorrow. So a lot of things happening here, and I'm going to let the red sawdust fly. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a decent amount of this as a time lapse because we're going to just be zipping through this. The blade I have on here was actually the blade I was cutting the black walnut with. It sounded atrocious. I don't know if this blade could come apart on me. I'm not 100% sure yet. We'll figure that out. But without further ado, let's go ahead and put on a time lapse. We'll fly through some of this cedar and see what we get out of it. Folks, that was just a couple minutes. As you can see, we have some beautiful 6x6s here. Really nothing to say about it. It's pretty standard cedar. I did get out of those 2 logs a good amount of 1x6s, some 1x10s, 1x11s. So really what I was doing, I was trying to get some kind of dimension that I can use, and I put 4 or 5 more boards over there. But I have some stuff here. I also have some 1/2-inch boards. So like this board right here, that's a 1/2-inch board. That was because on the other log, there was a section at the bottom I didn't like and everything, so I split the difference when I was getting, the cleanest cut possible. I am centered up on the pith on the other side, slightly off on this side. Pith's about right here, but long story short, you're trying for center cut, minimal waste, not a whole lot of waste. And I have 1 log remaining. However, we've got to run off to go to the kids' Easter egg hunt, so I got to get cleaned up and whatnot. And then I'll come back and shoot the last of this video. Probably some real-time stuff. So stay tuned. All right, folks. Today is actually Easter, but I'm still going to get this job done here. As you can see, we have a pretty nasty storm system there in the background. I've been hearing some thunder and lightning. But if you look, so it's, gray skies there. Look over here. Look at that. She's beautiful. So we're kind of on that transitional line of the front before she comes through. But yeah. So I'm going to set the camera up, see if I can get some of the storm stuff going on in the distance here. I'm going to cut this one real time. And this blade that I have on here is the one that was cutting pecan and some black walnut. And if any log's going to have a nail in it, it'll be this log. This log was close to a fence line, so I'm going to go ahead and run this old blade on here I think it'll get through it. It shouldn't be a problem because it's not that big, but she is showing some age. Let me just say that. So without further ado, let me set the camera up here, get the sawmill warmed up, and see if we can get maybe some lightning in the background. That'd be pretty cool. Stay tuned. And we'll go ahead and try that angle right there. Pretty wide angle, but you can at least see some of that storm stuff in the background, and who knows, might get some cool shots. The cows are just having a blast out there. Neighbor recently moved the cows up there. I've got a valve that's leaking by on my water, so I'm putting a lot of extra water in there, but that's okay. Let's go and get this thing cut. 1x6s, 1x7s, and I think a 1x8 or so in there. We got all the way to the heartwood for the most part. There's a little bit, I guess this would be the one face that didn't have as much heartwood in it, but all good. These are going to be columns for a front porch. They're going to pop out the pine ones and put in the cedar ones. My front porch here, I don't know if I've showed some pictures of it recently, but anyways, our front porch here is all cedar, but not too shabby. I'm just taking my time here. I don't know if there's any lightning in the distance, but I did hear some thunder rolling. Very pretty stuff. You know, this cedar came out of Tennessee, so it just came down during a tornado. It's pretty wild. But again, you can see I've got a pile of cedar here, and I moved quite a few boards back there as well. So again, happy Easter. We got back from church this morning. Kids had a fantastic time there, and then did the Easter egg hunt, so that was all great. It was just it's been a great day. Hopefully the storm stays to our north and we continue to have a great day. Also, coming up here soon, 30 April. We're gonna do the sawmill show out here. I have a few more logs I gotta get rid of, and I'll do a few videos and everything, but 30 April, we're gonna have a fantastic time out here. I'll have hundreds of slabs for sale. So if you're in the market for black walnut, cherry, maple, whatever, you name a species, I probably got it. I probably typically have about 20 species on hand, sometimes more. I'll have a lot of giveaways. We're giving away a bench. We're giving away probably some charcuterie boards, probably some Mississippi cutouts, whatever I can get done between now and then. It's gonna be exciting. And then literally the next week, my house goes on the market. So people will come out here, they can see the property and everything, and next week the house goes on the market. Then we move up to Wisconsin this summer. That'll be fun, and we're back on the plate of, we think we're gonna buy property and build. So that'll be something interesting for the channel. We're looking at barn dominium. There's a lot of people doing it right now, and when you have your own sawmill, it really, you know, plays out. Plus, if you know the rules and regulations in the area you're moving to, like we know what we're going to up in Marinette County, and what you can and can't do with your own lumber. So we're back on the table for possibly building, so we'll see how that goes. Without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video, but hope to see you out here for the sawmill show. It's gonna be a great time, family friendly environment, good old people. Mr. Robert will be here sharpening stuff. Expect to have a great time. Hope to see you there. Please like, subscribe. We'll see you around. Thanks.